You see stories all the time about Mexicans immigrating to the U.S., both legally and illegally. In tonight's America's Future report, we reverse directions. There are said to be more than 1 million American and Canadian retirees living in Mexico, and not just for the warmer climate. Correspondent Jonathan Hunt explains.
When Harry and Elaine Langford decided to retire, they left the corporate world and the cold weather of the Midwest behind and headed to Mexico.
We were born and raised on the East Coast. We like the Jersey Shore, so the ocean's great. And the weather's great. The weather here is better than Indiana in the winter, where we go in the summer. And cost of living is nice.
The Langfords are among an estimated 1.2 million North Americans already living south of the border. And with 76 million baby boomers planning to retire in the next several decades, that number is expected to surge.
It's a transitional move. People buy a vacation home, which will become a second home and possibly a retirement home, and in the interim, some income from using it as a rental property.
Among the draws, proximity to the U.S., lower taxes and overall living costs that are 30 to 40% cheaper. Here in Southern California, you can expect to pay in the millions for a place on the beach, but in Mexico, a similar piece of property in a gated community starts in the mid-300s.
Bigger bang for your buck, your dollar goes a lot further, and right now the peso is lower, so you got a lot more purchasing power down here with your dollars.
And U.S. retirees are spending their pesos near their new homes, making friends with the locals and immersing themselves in their new culture.
We really have tried to patronize a lot of the local restaurants and stores and little stands.
One problem that is of concern, the recent increase in violence in Mexico. Retired Americans say they are cautious, but they have other concerns on their minds.
If you come down here, you've really got to think it through before you come. Do your homework, and one of those is how you're going to spend your time.
Or your money. There's an economic impact. As retirees spend their golden years in the sun and sand of Mexico, they're also investing their money there, and not here. Jonathan Hunt, Fox News.